And the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that every player has 3 of these life tokens right here. If you ever run out of these, then you will be eliminated from the game. Next, you're going to want to make sure that everybody has about 20 or 30 of these Ka-Blab cards right here. Shuffle up the big old pile and make sure everybody has roughly the same amount of cards. This does not have to be precise. Next, you're going to give the dice to the youngest player and make sure the bomb is in the center. Now, the one thing I want to teach you about the bomb right now is to start the bomb, you're going to pull the timer, and if you ever will need to cancel out the bomb for any reason, you pull it for 2 seconds, and then it will defuse itself. But each round, when it's your turn, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull the ticking timer on the bomb. I'm not actually going to do it for right now, but the next thing you're going to want to do is roll the dice. You're going to try and do this very, very quickly. Now, if you happen to get lucky and ever roll the X, your turn is immediately over. You pass the dice to the player on your left, and you're good. But most of the time, that won't happen. And what's going to happen most of the time is you're going to roll numbers. And when that happens, the first thing you're going to do is count up that number. So right now it's 4. And then you're going to flip over the top card of your deck. So things at a wedding. So now I need to name 4 things that I would find at a wedding. You're going to want to do this as fast as possible because the timer will be ticking. And if it ever blows up and goes Ka-Blab, that means you're going to lose 1 of your health tokens. But in this scenario, let's pretend that I did name 4 things at a wedding super quick. What I would do now is I would roll all my dice that have numbers on them. I don't re-roll the blank ones. So I roll this up again and bada boom, I've gotten exactly what I need because what you're trying to do is either get the X or have all 3 blanks in front of you. That is when your turn will be over and then you can pass the dice over to the next player. All the while, this timer will be ticking though. That next player is now going to roll the dice. And once again, if they happen to get all 3 blanks, or if they happen to roll an X, they would pass the dice on to the next player. But let's pretend they rolled a number like they did. They would now flip over the top card of their deck, and they would have to name that number of whatever is on that card. And then once they've done that, they're once again going to re-roll any of the numbers they have, hoping to get all 3 blanks or an X, and then quickly pass it to the next player. Be sure to remember to pass the dice, because your turn isn't over until you pass the dice to the next player. But eventually what you're going to hear is... At which point, whoever still has the dice is going to lose that round. They will lose a token, and then the next player to the left will take the dice and start a new round. In you go until only one person has tokens left, at which point they will be the winner of Ka-Blab.